Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to Fourth and a Mile, presented by Planet Adam. I am your host, the Pharaoh of Planet Adam, or God King, if you will. I am Adam Fernandez. We've got a lot to talk about. First off, though, let's go through a little bit of the rundown. First off, guys, don't forget to go over to .com. Check out A Bloody Chasm featuring my friends Matt Hutton and Jocelyn Gonzalez. That is them that do the intro song for the show. That is the demo version. She says that they're going to be working on the actual full scale version here in a little while, and I cannot wait to get that on the show. So go ahead and download it right now. Give it a listen. Tell me that you don't like it. If you're into hardcore rock and roll, or as Jocelyn calls it, spooky metal, then you will absolutely love A Bloody Chasm. Second off, ladies, if you guys are into, I know y'all are, into jewelry and whatnot, and also are sports fans, which I know you are because you're here watching me, not just because I'm the sexiest man alive, but because you also want to know what's going on in sports, go check out Gina Jewelry Treasures here on Facebook. That's Gina Jewelry Treasures. She's got tons of different kinds of jewelry here. I'm just showing you guys the sports-related jewelry that she has. San Antonio Spurs, your favorite high school, whatever high school you went to. Let's see. Baseball all over, because you know I'm a big baseball fanatic. Go over to Gina Jewelry Treasures. Check out what you like over there. Guys, if you're struggling with a last-second gift, go ahead and do the same thing, especially if you're dating a sports fan. And if you're not dating a sports fan, why the hell are you not dating a sports fan? That's the easiest way to put it. Why the hell are you not dating a sports fan, guys? Now, also what I'm going to be doing, not this broadcast, not the Facebook Live version, the YouTube version. All you guys got to do, 5 seconds out of your time, when I post it here in a little bit, and I'm going to be posting it as soon as I'm done recording this, guys. Go on over to the YouTube channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what team you want a bracelet of, and you guys will all be entered into win a drawing for a free one of these bracelets from Gina Jewelry Treasures. Again, go check out Gina Jewelry Treasures. Oh, I just transitioned on accident there. This is this software is so sensitive. Anyways, yes, you will be put in a drawing to win a free bracelet of your choosing, provided by Fourth and a Mile, presented by Planet Adam. Now, let's get underway, guys. Let's talk about some sports, shall we? We shall, because if we don't, then why are you here? Let's see what we got on. All right, we got several people on here. All right, so let's start off with some football real fast. A report from Adam Schefter from ESPN is now reporting that the feeling among people in the NFL, teams, and also league officials, is that the Giants will not be dealing Odell Beckham Jr. before or during the draft coming up on starting on April 26th. The reason they would want to trade, or that teams would want to trade for him, or by then, or that the Giants would want to trade him by then, is so that they could get actual something in return for this year. Because what they would be trading him for would be draft picks. If you trade him after the draft, you're going to get draft picks for next year, not this year. That doesn't help you to win this year. So yeah, that's what the Giants would be hoping to do. But apparently, according to Adam Schefter, they're not. Now, OBJ is a 3-time Pro Bowler that teams felt the Giants would be looking to deal due to him in February threatening the Giants to hold out and not play this year if a contract extension isn't reached before training camp. The contract extension that he's wanting, he's right now getting paid just a hair under $8.5 million a year. He wants to be the richest player in the NFL. He wants a contract for $20 million a year. That is ridiculous in terms of NFL. But he threatened to hold out. He showed up to a team training camp just this past weekend. so he might be leaning back on that. I think a lot of that might have to do with the fact that all of this comes after a video that I told you guys about a couple weeks ago, in which he was in France apparently, and he was in bed with a French Instagram model. I didn't even know there was such a thing as an Instagram model, to be honest with you. He was in bed with her, with him holding a blunt, her holding a mirror with lines of a white powder. I think we're pretty sure what kind of white powder that was. And him trying to convince her to sleep with either himself or one of his friends that were in the room at the same time. The video concludes the next morning, where she wakes up and she's lying right next to him and making out with him. So all that came out, and then the Giants owner John Mara has gone on record as saying that he will not be answering for OBJ's behavior anymore. So that is what led a lot of people to speculate that the Giants would be trying to trade him before the draft, so that way they could get something in return, maybe a higher draft pick. There was a lot of speculation that they would be trying to trade him to Cleveland, who have already done a pretty good job of boosting their roster. I'm not saying they're going to boost on the roster enough to where this is going to be a Super Bowl caliber team this year, but they've done a pretty good job in bolstering the roster. I think that'd be a mistake for Cleveland to do. I think what Cleveland needs to do is draft themselves a quarterback of the future, because sorry, Tyrod Taylor isn't going to cut it. I don't think he's going to be the answer that the Browns are looking for. So that was the speculation right now. According to Adam Schefter, league officials as well as individuals related to the 32 NFL teams are all saying that they don't feel that the Giants will be trading Odell Beckham Jr., who is probably the best receiver in the NFL, 3-time Pro Bowler. He in each of his first 3 years had 10 touchdowns each year, over 1,300 yards each year. And he missed all but 3 games this year. I think it was 3 games. Maybe he played 4 games before he suffered an ankle injury that kept him out for the rest of the year. You could tell by the Giants' 3-13 record that pretty much was a big reason why they finished 3-13. So, all right. So on to some baseball news. I just saw this just a little bit before I came on air. Jordan Zimmerman, starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, was pitching against the Cleveland Indians. He was struck in the head by a line drive by Cleveland Indians second baseman Jason Kipnis. He was able to walk off under his own power, which is a good thing. But again, that leaves the question, does there need to be some kind of protection for pitchers? They have the gloves there to catch a ball like that that's coming hot off a bat and hitting them square in the head. But the way their bodies are positioned as soon as they release a pitch, that makes it very, very, very tough to catch that ball when it's flying right back at your head. During spring training, Cardinals reliever who is not on the team right now, he's down at Memphis AAA Memphis, playing for the Redbirds. He came back after last year taking a shot to the head and it crushing his skull, and so now he's got a hat that you can't see the padding all that well. It doesn't look nearly as goofy as those padded hats they came up with a couple of years ago. I think that the Major League Baseball should try to make that mandatory. It's lightweight, so it doesn't throw off your balance at all as a pitcher. I think that would be a good idea to help protect the pitchers because, again, I mean, you do see them make those plays sometimes, and when they do, it's amazing. But you also quite often see them not be able to make that play and get a ball straight to their head. And like Daniel Ponce de Leon last year, it could have killed him. So he still has a hole in his skull right there, and that's why he wears that padded hat. But a hat like that, I think, would go a long way to protecting pitchers personally, and I think that needs to really be looked at. Protecting pitchers should be a must, I think, for Major League Baseball front offices. Rob Manfred, in particular, the commissioner of Major League Baseball. And well, let's go on to other baseball news. I'm watching it again right now on the TV. Who doesn't love a good scrum in baseball, right? Well, in today's Colorado Rockies San Diego Padres game, we got just that. This has been a series that has seen a lot of hit batsmen from both teams. In fact, earlier today before the game, the Padres put center fielder Manuel Margot on the 10-day DL due to bruised ribs that he suffered by getting hit in a pitch by Scott Oberg last night in the Padres 5-2 win. And then today we get into this game. The first inning, and I'm trying to see who was hit first here. Okay, yes. Rocky shortstop Trevor Story was hit by a pitch in the first inning. And in the second inning, Padres right fielder Hunter Renfroe was hit by a pitch. So then basically the MVP of the Rockies is up to bat in the third inning. Nolan Arenado, their third baseman. They're the best player on the team. He comes up to bat, and he gets a ball that's an obvious fastball thrown behind him by Luis Perdomo, the Padres starting pitcher. And then he proceeds to charge the mound, and on his way out there to charge the mound, Perdomo's only real defense is to throw his glove at him. Arenado throws a couple punches. It looked like one of them hit him at the top of the head. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what it looked like. Just in all the replays I've seen. The bench is cleared. Several other punches were thrown by other players. In the end, let's see. In the end, the Rockies had their left fielder Gerardo Parra and their starting pitcher German Marquez ejected, and San Diego had their catcher AJ Ellis, their starting pitcher Luis Perdomo, and were both ejected as well. And Nolan Arenado was also ejected as well. So Rockies had 3 guys ejected. The Padres had 2 guys ejected. But you know what? Fact is that that's part of the fun of baseball, in my opinion. I know, how can I condone violence, but at the same time, you know what? That's part of what makes baseball fun, in my opinion, are seeing those kind of things happen. It looks on my phone that the recording is going okay, but my computer is frozen, so I'm hoping that we're good still. Anybody that's watching, comment and let me know that it's still going okay. So that I know. So that was the news of today. But speaking of, I guess, benches getting cleared, on Monday I talked to you guys about Yadier Molina and his little, I guess, scuffle with Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo. Well, I believe it was yesterday, Tuesday. Major League Baseball announced that they were going to suspend Torey Lovullo a game and give him a fine that they didn't disclose what the fine was, and that Yadier Molina would also be suspended a game. Lovullo took the suspension and the fine without an issue. On the other hand, Yadier Molina decided to go ahead and appeal the suspension, so he played last night, but MLB went ahead and went along with the Go Astros. Okay, so am I still on, Candace? By any chance, am I still on? Because it looks like I'm on my phone, but not necessarily on my computer. My computer's been kind of douchey today, so I might have to just go up to the Tower of Americas and toss it off and buy a new one. So, anyways, they upheld their decision to suspend him. It was all upheld by Joe Torre, who basically that's Joe Torre's job, is to issue out suspensions and whatnot. He's basically in charge of the competition committee of Major League Baseball. Okay, cool. Go Yankees too. Candace, you know I love you. I better not ever see that again. Ever. Go Cardinals. Go Cardinals. Anyways, so he didn't play today. Instead, it was Francisco Pena that set up behind the plate for the Cardinals because he went ahead and fulfilled his suspension today. The Cardinals lost 3-2 when they had 2 runners on in the bottom of the 9th, only 1 out. They still ended up losing the game. Which this has been a very wild series, always coming down to the last at bat. The game yesterday went in extra innings. Matt Carpenter hit a 2-run home run in the, I believe, 11th inning to win the game for the Cardinals. And the night before, the Brewers had to come back as well and won that game. So I don't remember what the score was off the top of my head. So it's been this was a fun series. The Cardinals are going to Cincinnati to play their next series. I don't know where the Brewers are going. I didn't think to check on their schedule, but all in all, it was a fun series. 2 rivals that really don't get that heated that often. They have before. That was back when the Brewers had Nigel Morgan as their center fielder, and that guy was a thug. Nigel Morgan was a thug. So, all right, guys, that's really all I have today. I mean, not too much has come out. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Oh, wow, this has been a very short one compared to what I normally do. But again, guys, go check out bandcamp.com. Check out my friends Bloody Chasm, my friends Matt and Jocelyn. They will not eat your face if you download their music. If you don't download their music, all bets are off. Why take the risk? And then, ladies and guys, if you're trying to find a quick gift to make up to the lady friend or something like that, or ladies, if you guys are into sports at all, go to Dina Jewelry Treasures Facebook page. Check out the bracelets that she makes. She has more than just sports stuff as well, guys. I'm not saying that that's all she has, but she does have tons of sports from local high schools to NBA to Major League Baseball. Check all that out. I am going to give away a bracelet to anybody that wants one. All you have to do is go to the YouTube page and like this video. There we go. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what team you guys want. I'm going to be giving away a sports bracelet, and it's not one for everybody. You'll be entered into a drawing. So as many times as you do that for all the videos that I post on YouTube, which this one will be on YouTube here as soon as I'm done recording this one. As many times as you do it, your name will be entered in the drawing that many times. So, and we're probably shooting towards, probably, you know what, we'll do the drawing on draft day, NFL draft day. How's that sound? Which is April 26th. So I'm assuming that's a Friday. I might be wrong though. But anyways, yes, all you have to do is when I post this on YouTube, go over to YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then comment down below what team you want a bracelet for. It's one of these bracelets that I showed you guys earlier. It doesn't have to be one of those 4 teams. She has a whole plethora on there. Go over to her Facebook page, Gina Jewelry Treasures, and you will see just some of the teams that she has available. Go ahead and put down there what team you want a bracelet for, and then yes, we'll do the drawing on April 26th, and the winner gets a sports bracelet of whatever team that they want. Again, she has more than just sports there. So, all right, guys, if there is nothing else, no comments, complaints, suggestions, anything like that, then I bid you adieu, and as always, besos.